Welcome to Quips N Sips. I'm John.
I'm DJ. And this is episode 0. This is our intro. This is kind of where we're going to discuss a little bit about the show, what we're going to be doing on the show, and a little bit about who we are. But for starters,
basically, it'll be just a taste of conversation.
Pretty much. But yeah, for starters, one thing that we're going to be doing, or I should say a couple things, is we're going to have a highlighted drink every episode. So
whether that's a liqueur, a coffee, tea,
yeah, it could even be juice
or soda.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, just something unique, stuff that you don't normally just find on the shelf more often than not. We're going to try and get creative with it.
We're going to try to stick with stuff that is not really that common. We may use some things that you'll find in everybody's cabinet, but we will try to present it in a way that's a little bit different than you would normally find.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and another thing we're going to do is going to be some highlighted news articles. And what we're going to do there is going to be stuff that's out of the ordinary, kind of out of the box, just to get a different perspective on things. There's so much in the world right now that's really political or just really extremist in certain things. There's just a lot of blah mainstream media going on. So what I figured we would do is just by finding some stuff that's unique that people could have an interest in, it just kind of sparks up another conversation.
And if you have anything that you wanted to suggest, whether that's a drink we want to try or something that you've found that brings joy to your heart or brings just a sense of awe or question to your mind, let us know. Tell us in the comments. And if there's something that we try that you've tried before and you can do it better or you don't like it at all, let us know. We'll see if we can incorporate it into the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's really all this is. Like you said, it's just kind of a little bit of conversation. And the topics that we're going to do, we're going to have a few that are going to be curated by us. But the majority of what we're going to try and do is whatever you feel is a good topic, stuff you have questions on, stuff that concerns you. That's stuff that we want to talk about. And like John said, we're going to try and have everything be as positive as possible. We're not going to have any negativity. It's just going to be a smooth discussion.
So speaking of smooth, I see you've brought something that I haven't tried before. Why don't you tell them what this is, and we'll get started. So
I stumbled upon this hidden gem today. You can actually find this in Walmart. It's only like $22. So it's called BSB Brown Sugar Bourbon. It is
he says it's a hidden gem, but we'll see. Yeah. We haven't tried it yet. I've never tried it.
Yeah, supposedly it's rated very well. According to its labeling, it's actually won 2 awards, the World Whiskey Awards, 2 years in a row, in 2018 and 2019 for the world's best flavored bourbon. So I'm really curious to see what kind of taste this is and the description on it. So it says that in the summer, BSB tastes like belly laughs around the campfire. In the winter, it reminds you of a fuzzy blanket.
Ooh,
in between seasons, as you were. Experience why BSB was named the world's best flavored whiskey at one of the world's most prestigious whiskey tasting events. Yeah, see, it sounds like it's got razzle-dazzle.
Right? I like whiskey. I've had a lot of vanilla whiskeys, honey whiskeys. I've never tried you said brown sugar and cinnamon?
Yeah, it's described as a bourbon whiskey with natural brown sugar and cinnamon flavors added.
Well, I do love brown sugar.
So, without further ado, pop the label off. I just love the sound of cracking the seal.
Thank you, sir. Oh, that smells good.
That does smell really good. Cheers.
All right. Oh, wow. That's pretty
phenomenal.
Good hit of cinnamon, too. It's very sweet. The whiskey's smooth. There's almost a little bit of honey, too.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's really, really smooth.
That is.
I didn't even notice there's no chest burn or nothing.
I'm getting a little bit of chest burn right now, but I could drink that all night.
That is phenomenal.
I think I will.
Aptly rated.
It's not quite as sweet as what a honey whiskey would be, in my opinion. It's the honey whiskeys that I've had before.
I think the cinnamon's what does it. The hint is it's because it's not a lot. It's not like a fireball. Yeah. It's not overpowering, but it's just enough to where it just, it pinches it right off.
Almost like a rice pudding.
Right, kind of. in a lot of ways. No, it's not quite an horchata, but it'll do.
Right. So I'm gonna. Do you mind if I pour a little more of that?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So, DJ, tell me a little bit about you and why you wanted to start a podcast about just things that make you happy, things that bring joy to you, that could bring joy to other people.
Mm-hmm. So, for me, kind of the whole idea behind this is, as everybody knows, in the last few months, everything's been really, really heavy as far as the politics. There's been a lot of tension, a lot of hate and diversity, and let's be honest, I was raised by hippies. So, when it comes to me...
Same. Okay, hippies turned hyper-conservative Christians is where I...
Interesting transition. Yeah, my mom is still love and peace, free loving, 100%. But no, it's for me. I want to see the people come together again.
Right.
And I was actually, so as you know, since you work with me,
right.
Working in a car business, we talk to a lot of people, and a couple of my customers, particularly some of the older folks. When I'm talking to them, that's the biggest thing that I notice that we kind of relate on. It's the level of conversation and dialect between people anymore is just not there. A lot of the younger generations, middle generations, they seem disconnected.
And you're saying younger generation. There's a big generational difference between you and I. Well, okay, not big, I guess.
It's sizable.
Okay, tell the folks your age.
Well, I'm 25.
And I'm 36. I'm going to be 37 next week. So there's a little bit of a gap there. Of a gap. But, I mean... My stepdad's 10 years younger than my mom, so I guess
that's a gap.
That's a gap.
But yeah, no, it's I was fortunate enough being raised by my grandparents mainly.
Oh wow.
Spending a lot of time with them, I had to find an appreciation for conversation wise.
Right.
So that's kind of the whole where all this came from. I just wanted something to where people can just talk. And the main reason why I want, the viewers to be interactive so much is because I think that's really important. I know, one big thing for me is if, when I'm watching my favorite streamer or my favorite show and they go live, if they're asking for user input or something, they do a quick shout out and say your name. I mean, God, it makes me giddy inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, John. Yeah, we understand how you feel. I get it. Yeah, it's hard going through that. It's and then you glow inside. So we want to bring that. We want to bring that here. So if you guys have any ideas, we'd love to talk about them or share your experiences too.
Yeah, absolutely. And by all means, this is just meant to be unique. I feel like that's kind of what defines me. Mm-hmm. I could definitely say the same for John.
Eclectic
for sure, definitely. But that's what I want this show to be about. I want this to be something that people can have entertainment from, something that they can relate to. Right. Something that we can continue to do, even if nobody watches it, for kicks and giggles, just for the sheer enjoyment of sitting and having a drink with a friend and having, friendly discussion.
Right. So we'll probably step into some conversation about music at some point. So pretty much everything except politics is open for discussion. We've had enough of that. I think you guys can agree that politics is kind of a little bit overdone at this point.
There's more than enough stuff to talk
about. And maybe get into a little philosophy, but we'll see.
Yeah, we can see where it goes. Depends on where the whiskey takes us.
Right.
But no, that's enough of me babbling. But what about you, John? What's a little bit of your background and kind of what you hope to bring to the table, kind of what you're wanting to get out of this?
A little bit about me. I was raised by hippies like you, but my hippies turned conservative Christian and threw away all their albums, and we didn't watch TV when I was growing up until my parents got divorced. So, so that was kind of an interesting way to grow up. I grew up in the country. We had a horse when I was little.
Nice.
So there's a lot of hillbilly in me, but we didn't farm. We grew up on a farm, but we didn't farm.
So it was more like homesteading, but not homesteading.
Right. Well, my mom does a lot of. She grows a lot of vegetables, does a lot of canning, or she used to do a lot of canning. But so anyway, that was my childhood. But me as a person, I love photography. I love music. I've got all sorts of interests. I just started collecting art, which is kind of a very new thing for me. Kind of came out of my my Goodwill addiction. So
It seems like every time I drive by your truck, I see like 6 more paintings
Right?
in the back. It's like it's a modern Picasso.
No, Van Gogh today, actually. It was
Van
a
Gogh.
no, it was Van Gogh print today.
Really?
Yeah, it was very nicely, well, yesterday. It was very nicely mounted Van Gogh print. It's not worth anything, but I just love Van Gogh.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Nice,
But
I
did get 3 originals and then a couple of other prints too.
Very nice.
From Goodwill, and all of it was in one shopping cart and only cost $8.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So good stuff.
Now, the thing about Van Gogh is he's a good listener, but he's kind of one-sided.
Jeez. I'll give you that one. I'll drink to that.
Oh, definitely.
But so, yeah, I have a lot of interests, a lot of varied opinions, but I enjoy the good things. One of the things that I said I like shopping at Goodwill, but I shop there because I know I can find good things that most people would probably skip over, that are cheap, and I can't afford the good stuff, so might as well start there.
Might as well, for now.
I'm pretty sure everything I'm wearing was from Goodwill.
Yeah, it's kind of an underappreciated gem.
Right.
I think a lot of people have like forgotten about Goodwill. I know I have. I got so used to going to Burlington, going to the department
$30 for those
stores.
jeans.
Actually, yeah, probably close to that for these jeans.
Mine were $4.
Actually, no, I take that back. I think I paid just under $20 for them, but that's
Okay.
because I got them in Burlington.
Oh, okay.
I did discover, for any of the tall guys out there that are struggling like me, I know it is a pain in the ass to not only be tall, but also to be fat and tall.
How tall are you?
I'm about 6'8".
Okay.
Me personally, I weigh like 264, I think, the last time.
I think 2/3 of that is inseam.
Probably. Pretty much the majority. So, like me, for my sizing, I wear a 40 waist and a 38 length.
Yeah.
Trying to find that in a regular store is impossible. So, for any of you guys out there that are really tall like me and are having problems just finding the right blend of sizing for you, I know the big and tall sections can suck because you'll get a 50 to a 55 waist, but you can't find a length longer than a 34, and it just absolutely blows my mind. It's big and tall, not just big. But if you go to Amazon, they have their own brand on there called Button Down. And I got some super, super high quality dress pants on there. They're phenomenal. I went and got 5 pairs, and they're only I paid anywhere from $9 to $12 per pair.
What was the brand called?
It's called Button Down.
Button Down. Cool. Yeah,
Yep.
Go to Amazon. I suppose we could have an affiliate link.
I would assume that we could probably find an affiliate link. We'll try and drop something below for you guys to access for those. And then I'll see, I'll probably be able to leave you a link for the whiskey as well. I'm sure I could probably muster something up there just for some additional information on that.
Also, we accept sponsorships.
we also accept sponsorships.
and free liquor.
Not throwing any names out there, but... No, and like we said, the whole thing is we want everything to kind of come from a lot of you. Any suggestions that you got, we're going to be open to, and we're going to be super, super interactive with any sort of the comments and stuff. So any questions and stuff that you got, we're going to do our best to respond to you as fast as we can. For the time being, this isn't like a full-time thing by any means. We still do work our regular jobs, which sucks.
Hey.
But in the meantime...
Clint, if you're watching, we didn't mean that.
I mean, let's be honest, not everybody absolutely dies to go to work every day.
Right, that's true.
That's pretty common.
Yeah.
All in all, we got a killer job.
Not everybody likes car salesmen either.
Yeah, we're kind of the scum of the earth. But, I like to think we're pretty cool guys.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's pretty well it for episode 0 here. You guys kind of got a taste of, who we are, what we're about, the premise of everything that we're going to be doing, and a little bit of a taste of conversation.
Right. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. If you're listening to the podcast version, go ahead and share it with some friends and just spread a little joy and a taste of conversation in their lives as well.
Absolutely. I hope you guys got a laugh out of this, and I definitely hope you guys enjoy what's to come. So until next time, this is DJ and John signing out. Thank you for hopping on Quips and Sips here, and we will see you on the next one.